Welcome to InCabin from the creators of AutoSens. InCabin supports the global community of automotive interior specialists by providing a best-in-class event experience featuring an extensive agenda across 2 tracks, expert-led roundtables, and a full exhibition of the latest innovations. We are joined today by Jukka Korpi, Senior Manager at Appen. And Jukka, welcome to InCabin. Thank you for being with us today.
Hi, Carl. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Tell us about Appen. Give us a high-level overview and then your experience in the automotive industry today.
Yeah, thanks. So at Appen, we have actually been in the business of collecting quality training data for 27 years today. And we started to collect speech and language data originally for applications like Alexa and Google Siri and Cortana, for example. And the way we see that actually automotive has steps into our turf today in terms of software and application development. And I'm not talking about autonomy here, about a vision of car being changed gradually from mechanical product to a piece of software. And eventually a platform for various applications, and that's where we are today. So it's very interesting market, and my role here is to manage new customer relationships, listen in what's cooking in their end, and then trying to make their wishes come true.
One of the things that is cooking, as you know, Jukka, is the growing safety standards and the regulations, especially around driver monitoring and occupant monitoring systems. How has Appen helped your clients navigate this regulatory landscape?
It's not easy. But we have long experience of managing collections in all over the world in several locations. Actually, we cover over 180 different locations all over the world, and it's our job to know both local and global regulatory framework where we operate, and we provide our customers expertise for local compliance and cultural restrictions, including work with local governments and state officials to get necessary permits for the collections. And just practical example, today we manage over 20 different locations in parallel all over the world. So it's a continuous process where we are sure that our customers get required throughput, and we help them to keep the schedules. Even though many times R&D teams keep changing their requirements on the fly. So,
with your clients, what are some of the major challenges that you've helped them solve? And can you give us an example, maybe recently from a project where you've had some success with a client?
So I think the biggest challenge is actually that our customers might not realize how difficult it is to collect the data. So they start by collecting the data by themselves. However, it's quite difficult task of collecting real world data and managing the whole logistics and human element, including no-shows, dropouts from the schedule, not to mention that you're supposed to keep your schedule and meet NCAP requirements by given dates. I think we have today 2 years or 3 years before at least all European vehicles should meet the standards and have a DMS in place. So I heard somebody say it's like 18 million cars. So that creates certain kind of urgency in the process, and we help them to reach this schedule. They can outsource their collection and concentrate on their R&D work. And I think everyone wants to meet the full 5 stars in NCAP tests by the end of the day.
And what we're talking about here is the robust in-cabin data solution that Appen has. Jukka, Tell us a little bit more about that. Why is it important to have this robust in-cabin data collection? Elaborate a little bit more and give us your thoughts on that.
So our solution, I think we are a little bit different. There's lots of technical solutions in the field. We are actually the boots in the ground for the customer. So we are making the collection happen. And there's never a standard solution. We always try to fit our process into customer processes and see what kind of cameras, sensors, what kind of challenge customer is trying to solve, and we'll make sure by end of the day that the quality of the data is there, and we keep the schedules. So that's the magic.
When it comes to inside the vehicle, how does Appen manage the data and any personal information, personal identifiable information, if you're using human beings to record this interior sensing data? How do you navigate that?
So that's definitely one of the most important questions today, and following the GDPR, especially in Europe and elsewhere, I see the GDPR will get adopted all over the world. Yeah, you might give it different names, but it follows pretty much the same standards. And the thing what we do is we make sure that we build the custom workflows, and all the subjects are required to provide their consent by signing an informed consent forms to share their data for research and development purposes. Or then other option is that we anonymize all personally identifiable data by the edge, and face blurring, for example. So that will be the easiest route.
Jukka, we know that your customers are seeking demographically diverse and real world data to train their models. And that, as you've pointed out, requires a high level of expertise, takes a lot of dedication. How do you approach that problem when you're thinking about the scale that is needed to provide that adequate and accurate data?
So we've been doing this for quite long, like mentioned in the beginning, 27 years. So we have very experienced in-cabin data collection crew that's working on customer projects. And you can rest assured that we can meet even most complex requirements and challenging delivery times. And in many cases, I would see our role as advisor for customer. We can advise how to collect the data and how to, for example, if we make the effort of collecting data, you should take full advantage of that time and include as many subjects and as many events in one collection as possible, just to get best benefit for your money.
Jukka, I want to encourage all of our InCabin and AutoSens viewers to connect with you and to connect with Appen. From all of us here, we want to thank you for your time and sharing your expertise and thought leadership, and wish you the best of luck going forward, and hope to catch up with you again real soon. Thank you again, Jukka.
Thank you, Carl. My pleasure. Hope to see you in Phoenix very soon.
For more in-depth interviews like this, subscribe to the AutoSens YouTube channel. And for more information about InCabin, visit InCabin.com. That's InCabin.com. On behalf of InCabin, I'm Carl Anthony.